Capricorn. My name is Audrey Alison. Thanks for joining me for your March forecast 2017. And what a month full of Aries energy. And all of this is going to impact your fourth house of home. So I'm just going to get right into the forecast. I want to tell you I'm shuffling the Morgan Greer deck that I'm very into. I got this in New Orleans 2 years ago, but these last 2 months I've been drawn to it. So I'm kind of into the imagery, so I'll be using that and shuffling through the astrological forecast. Let's start March with an aspect on the 2nd, and this is due to Jupiter's retrograde. And since Jupiter is retrograding through June 9th, they have the opportunity, Jupiter and Uranus opposing each other, to be in exact opposition again. And that is on the 2nd at 22 degrees each. Uranus in Aries, Jupiter in Libra, both at exactly 22 degrees on the 2nd. This is going to be another big day in our world globally. But personally for Capricorn, this is applying in the areas of where you govern home and work. So the dynamic between where you're working, your career, and your home life is coming into play for Capricorn. This could also be the dynamic between mother and father, 4th house of maternal, 10th house of paternal. So there is a tug of war in this area for Capricorn, obviously applying differently for each Cappy. Please check your ascendant sign as well, because it really strongly resonates with your natal chart. Your ascendant starts your natal chart, the 1st house. So check that out as well. But these are solar scopes, so this applies. You could also find that there is a sudden, because of Uranus, unexpected role that you have to play on that day, working from home or not being able to make it into career land because something at home is keeping you there. It could also be that you are ready to retire for those Capricorns who this applies to, because the 10th house is your status in career. It's promotional energy, but it's also sayonara, because I'm done with career. And this could be that you haven't really announced it yet, and maybe you're just kind of up and announcing it around the 2nd, because it's a sudden kind of surprised elevation with Jupiter involved. Abundance, elevating you, elevating the status in the 10th house, but unexpectedly. On the 4th of March, Venus retrogrades at 13 degrees of Aries, and Venus is our love planet. She's also our wealth planet. This is also in the 4th house. So Uranus is conjunct Venus, and she's retrograding through April 15th in this sector. Then going direct at 26 degrees of Pisces, continuing through your 4th house of home from the 28th of April through June 6th. So you're getting a double visit in the 4th house. Decor, decoration, feng shui, redesigning, sensual fabrics, all of that is going to apply with Venus in the 4th. Also the loving connection you have with your mother visiting the home. Now for those of you who have your mothers here, this definitely applies. Mothers who have passed, this could still apply. So spirit life, spirit energy is very present. So if you want to connect with the maternal, that's the time frame to do it. The energy is very present. On the 9th of March, we have Mars making a transit into the sign of Taurus, where this ignites the 5th house. Ooh, Cappy, this is a pregnancy alert. For those of you who are not looking to become pregnant or get someone pregnant, especially the men are very fertile, okay? Capricorn males, who this applies to, obviously, if you've gotten some things taken care of, you're not going to be fertile. However, freak accidents happen. So Mars, the planet of sex, stamina, masculine energy, and even aggression, but action, enters the 5th house of children, fertility, entrepreneurial energy. This is great for romance, for those of you looking to spark it up again in your relationships, or new romance, because Mars is here for 60 days in the 5th house of true love and romance. So you got to get out, Capricorn, because this could work for you. This could be quick too, because Mars is fast paced. He likes to speed things up. So if there's been a delay in your romantic connections or in your relationship, your romance or your dating life, not really, I mean, marriage, yes, but that's more seventh house. You could see maybe just the romance pick up within your personal marriage, but this really is strong for Capricorns who aren't iced up yet. If you don't have that ring and you're looking for it, I would get out. I would be seen and visible around the 9th. And, all of that month after the 9th, all of March, Mars will be in this sector for you. So make it work. On the 12th, we have a full moon at 22 degrees of Virgo. Closure, the end of a foreign trip in the 9th house, the end of a study of higher certification, closure in belief systems, closing the door on a political value, putting an end or a culmination in the area of something global, 9th house of, I'm drawn to travel. Maybe some of you Capricorns are returning from a trip around the time of the full moon. But there is something that needs to be seen here, maybe in property, a selling of a home, a closure in the 9th house of property. On the 13th, a day later, Mercury enters Aries, conjunct Venus, conjunct Uranus, and the next week will be conjunct the Sun and the new moon, because it's all about your 4th house. It's an Aries month. Our cardinal ingress is here, spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, and autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. And on the 13th, when Mars enters Aries, communications in the home, communications with the maternal, with the mother, details and analysis regarding your environment, where you come from, your foundation. Then there's a week of reprieve from the 13th to the 20th that I really like. It's a low energy month or week before the Sun enters Aries and the first day of spring begins. So that week is the week of rest. I know a lot of people start their calendar years on January 1, and in Western society, yes, they do. But in astrological land, our calendar starts on the 20th of March. That's the zodiac calendar. That's where the wheel begins. In spring, everything starts in Aries. The head, the top of the calendar, it's all relative to the body. Aries is the head. The next sign is Taurus. That rules the throat. And it goes in alignment. Gemini, speech, and the hands. And then Cancer, the breasts and the nurturing elements. And then the heart is Leo. It all goes in an order. And we are governed by this energy. And to have the Sun in Aries, this is catalyst energy. This is the impetus. This is the start of something grand. And it's really not a day to miss taking action on something that you really want to see manifest. It's a day of magic. And this is focused on your home life. For Capricorn who wants new home, who wants to move, new environment, or wants a better relationship with their mother, this is the time, and you should take action on the 20th in a big way, because what you initiate on that day has the propensity to last 9 years. It's the beginning of a 9-year cycle in a number 1 energy month. So it's a fabulous time to get something done. In the 4th house would be even spectacular, because you have this energy to back you, and it'll work for you. On the 27th, our new moon, 7 degrees of Aries, in the 4th house of home. Some Capricorns are really finding their environment now. They are comfortable, which is hard for a Cap to be at times. Pluto's with you. Still, Pluto's going to be with you for a while, so you're used to it. You're like, whatever with Pluto. But sometimes it's hard to get settled with Pluto. So I'm getting a settled feeling now for Cappy. Let's see what comes up in the cards. And if you'd like to read with me, I read all through the week. I'm at audreyalison.com, and you would select your desired reading length via PayPal, and I'll get back to you in an email. I'm usually booked at least 7 days out, sometimes 10. But I do get cancellations and I try to fit everyone in. So thank you for choosing me for your readings. I love what I do. Here's your first card. This is me. This is my card. This is the High Priestess. And this is an extremely psychic, intuitive female. It's also suggesting to be quiet. And that time frame between March 13th and March 20th is the perfect time for you to hone it in. God, she's beautiful. Look at this. I mean, the card's beautiful, but look at this. The illustrations are absolutely stunning. And I just focused on this card. Yesterday, I took a picture of it, and I'm going to be publishing that on Instagram soon, but I'm really drawn to it. So hone in, use your instincts too. And I wouldn't talk too much. I wouldn't try to tell everybody what you're doing with this fourth house of home and environment. Just keep it to yourself a little bit. Another major arcana. This is spectacular. This is the sun energy, warmth, success, marriage, partnership, illumination. The sun entering Aries. Cardinal ingress, first day of spring. Let's see what else. Okay. Two of coins, weighing your options. He's kind of juggling those, making a decision, but the ship is coming in. I like this little dude's, this plume feather vibe he's got going on. Yeah, he's put together. I wish that light would, okay, here we go. So juggling either a financial position, work position, weighing the investments you have in partnership, budgeting. Where's your money? Money is not really a big thing, but this could be a decision. Oh, and it's earth, it's coin for Cap. So let's see what else comes up. I don't like that. Three of Swords. Release this heartache or pain that you might feel before the 20th. And if you're stressed about money, because this is really, I don't know, it could be money, it could be relationship too, because the sun applies to relationship as well. But if you're stressed out about your finances, you have to know that what you are envisioning can manifest. So try not to allow the stressful mind rattle create your vision, because then you're attracting more of what you lack, of what you don't want. You're attracting your worry. So this is what you want to envision. Keep the sun right here. Just know that success is attainable. Take some time. Keep your path to yourself. The more you chatter about what you're doing, the more the energy gets pulled away from it, or the more people wish that you don't do it. Wishing energy and people with their negative, I don't want them to succeed kind of vibes, that can affect people. That can weigh things down. And just make your moves on the low. That's when you just make them. Just do what you need to do and then advertise it once it's done. You have one more card here. King of Swords. There could be an attorney that you're dealing with, maybe in divorce. Some of you are seeing who gets what in terms of property. King of Swords is an air sign man, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I love this card too. He's stunning. He's like, I don't even know what, maybe, I think I said this in another reading, but he looks like a sexy Jesus. I don't know. He's kind of cute. I like that he's holding like a wheat staff with his sword. He's like, you know what? I'm a sweetheart, but I'll cut you. It's an attorney energy as well, because the King of Swords can either represent counsel that you've got in order to kind of get this weighed out, but it can also be that you are in a relationship with an air sign and it needs to be either worked through, it needs to have vision behind it in order to succeed. And for those of you dealing with heartache, try not to carry this Three of Swords energy past March 20th. You really just want a clean slate and let all that go. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm wishing you a sweet month of March. And remember, Cap, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.